Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, here's Luck. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now it's Hines. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably twirling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, Smith. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. It's the first NFL touchdown for LSU's Darius Geis. And they are able to strike. Just saw always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Luck on first down. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Out of the gun, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he'll go down at the 28. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They snap it to Locke. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the ground, it's Geis, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
12.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Redskin 1st down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Hines. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw is Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They start on the ground with Geis. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Washington. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he's forced out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is Hines. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll hand it now to Geis. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Ebron caught left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Love. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The final shot before the break. Luck. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now P-Rod, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Smith keeps it on the sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They run with Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Luck now to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Smith.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. It's brought in by Jackson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I said, I-80! 5. You got 15. 15, yeah.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Redskins on 3rd down.